Really hope this sound works well enough. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Whiz live show, beer review episode number one. We're here at Whole Foods, chilling with our lovely brother Gregory as our host and our bartender. He just served us our four samples completely off the rip. Not really sure what they are. I have the names right next to me. We'll go through those in a second. Just wanted to welcome you guys here to the very first episode. This will be a weekly ritual every Thursday. I usually take the night off and do my grocery shopping, do my cooking, and obviously have a little bit of a treat. It keeps the drinks down to a minimum during the week, and it keeps my head a little bit more level as far as everything else goes in life. So without further ado, let's go ahead and grab these and let's get going. So pretty simple. The way they do these is Whole Foods pretty much has their own public beer, bar back area where they just have their nice little food and beer places chilling, as you can see. And sorry, kind of losing my place. Hey, guess what? Remember, it's the first episode. Not really worried about anyone watching this one, but anyway, so they have about 16 different beers on tap. Whenever a tap goes down, it completely gets replaced and has a completely new beer. So it's changing roughly every 2 or so weeks. Right now, they have a good list of Jackie O's, which is at least somewhat local to me. It's in Athens, Ohio. A lot of the things that they get are local here, by the way. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and a lot of Fatheads beer every once in a while. I kind of miss that during the month of October, which is very sad. But they still have Spooky Tooth available. So if none of these four work for me, I think I'll go ahead and hit up that Fathead Spooky Tooth. Wasn't not really too happy with the four that I have, seeing as I don't have much play, very much differentials here. I have a lot of these are fruit beers. I kind of like a good old IPA. Sizens are good flavor for me. I like a good flavor. I have a little bit of a German background, so those Doppelbox and Weizenbox are always some of my favorites. And anywhere in there, stouts are a little bit rough for me, but they're always a good killer for the end of the night, last drink of the evening. That's pretty much there. It's like a good IPA all the way down to like a good sweet tart Sizen. Sour beers are always special. I'll probably have my first sour beer in a month coming up this Sunday. I'll do another beer review again this Sunday. I'm pretty sure I think I'll know which one to go for. It's been a while, and I think I'm pretty sure I know which one to go for. Love Child, by the way. So just to give you the guys the four beer reviews that we're going for, we have Jackie O's Paw Paw Wheat, one of their fruit beers, coming in at 9.5%. Not too much info on these. They don't really have too much of a description, which kind of makes it fun because I usually don't know. I never ask which one is which. As far as how they come, we have a completely different setup here. The most the clearest one is this guy right here, and then you've got a little bit darker, and then obviously the red and dark. I'm not sure which one is which. I told him not to tell me. I know which four I ordered. Based on the color, I have some ideas. But you have Jackie O's Pop All Wheat, Jackie O's Brick Kiln, which is a bourbon barrel aged. I'm guessing that's going to be my dark brown, but it could also be the mid orange, the not so clear but orange color. Jackie O's Pockets of Sunlight. I'm guessing it's one of the middle two that I had up here. It was a sizing. Usually, sizings are a little bit darker, a little bit redder, so it could be the red. It's just going through the head. And then we have Urban Artifact Whirlwind, which is another fruit beer. So a lot of fruit coming in here. Honestly, it's all fruit. The only thing that may be questionable is in my head, would be the Jackie O's Brick Kiln. It's like a bourbon barrel aged barley wine. So I'm hoping something with a bourbon barrel kick, but it may taste a little fruity. Honestly, since they're all pretty fruity, I'm actually questioning which one's which right now. sizings are usually red, but then again, I also have two fruit beers here, which can also be colored as well. So without further ado, I usually start from lightest to darkest, work my way down. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this guy here. Sweet, sweet on the nose, tart as well, a little bit of a tart. Citrusy all the way around. Oh, I like the smell already. I'm going to go with Pawpaw Wheat just to say something. Jackie O's Pawpaw Wheat. Without any idea. There's not much of a hint of wheat, but it's so pretty sweet on the tongue, a little bit of tartness. Very smooth on the way down. Honestly, a little bit too smooth for my taste. Not that that's any appearance for you guys, but it's pretty smooth on the way down. Um, it's a citrus, yeah, straight up that, like citrus and melon, because melon's real smooth. It's a lot sweeter than it looks. It's really clear. Um, it's really tart, like a sweet tart mix. Melon and citrus in there. Honeydew maybe. Good, tasty. I like it. Very smooth, just as I wouldn't say just as I expected, but good mixture. Questionably, I'm not really sure. I would have to go with either. I would have to say Pawpaw Wheat. There may be like a hint of like wheatness in there, just because it's so smooth. Usually my wheat beers, or I guess when I drink wheat beers, they're kind of a little bit smoother. There's not much of a kick there. Not that a good IPA wheat wouldn't have a kick, but there's not too much of a bang, as far as the complexity goes. It's very mellow but sweet. Very good. I like it. Thing is, I don't want to make these run too long. I have 4 different drinks. I don't want my palate to be confused with each drink. Um, Maybe I'll change these up eventually. Maybe I'll limit it down to 2 or 3 beer reviews each, like samples and whatnot. But it's been a while since I've done this. Like it says in the headline, this is the 1st of November. If you guys have been following anything, you'll know that I have had I just finished our sober October last month. And it's pretty much our treat. I've made a list of rules that I'm going to be living by as far as what I'm going to be sticking to, the regimen as far as what I'm allowed, what I'm not allowed, how much I'm allowed to drink. Um, I can't quite consider myself an alcoholic. I don't want to say that I am an addict of any sorts because I got off pretty easily. I took quite a break, and it was pretty easy to take that break, and that was off of all drugs, mind you. So I'm pretty happy in saying that I don't have to drink or smoke or anything if I don't want to. Um, but I still have a good list of rules that I want to follow by and keep myself accountable for. So moving on, we're going to go ahead and try this a little bit darker colored, yellow, orange flavor. Um, Typical common IPA sort of color. Not quite clear. Not much of a smell. Oh, it's definitely a Jackie O's beer. I don't know why it just says it all over. Um, Brick Kiln, bourbon barrel. This is probably our bourbon barrel right here. You can taste. I guess you can say that you can taste that bourbon in there. It's not very strong. It's not as strong as my previous bourbon barrel beers. It's very smooth. It's not very harsh. Um, not strong at all. It has a mild, crisp taste on the lips and on the back of the throat, but nothing too eager, nothing too overly demanding. I'm going to say this is our Brick Kiln, which is also considered a barley wine apparently, which is what probably makes it so smooth. Um, Probably not my favorite, but as far as the flavor goes, this is definitely the bourbon barrel for sure. That's it, guaranteed. This is 11.8% beer. Quite alcoholic, especially for how smooth it, not how smooth it is. It's quite smooth for how alcoholic it is. Is what I mean. So yeah, pretty certainly not my favorite bourbon barrel. I have to admit, but perhaps a great meal beer, dinner time meal beer. I would say. Let me pull out something here. Chicken, no steak. Chicken dinner, something very mild and light. I wish my cooking was on spot because then I could just spit off a really good meal. Um, but yeah, throw in some like veggies with some vinaigrette. This has a bourbon flavor to it, so it's a little, I won't say harsh, but it has that rough rooted bourbon flavor. Um, so to kind of pair that with like a sweet, zesty chicken salad of some sort, maybe with some like pomegranate dressing, vinaigrette somewhere in there. It'd be a good combination. That might be completely offsetting, but I'm trying to balance it out a little bit here. It's not crazy bourbon. That's what I'm saying. It's still a barley wine, so it match that solid palate of just a nice, simple appetizer meal. Um, yeah, almost like an appetizer meal. So like a chicken salad would be great. Nothing too heavy, but certainly nothing overly light. It's a really good compliment. I should tell you and see if I got these right so far. I shouldn't even tell me because I started to do this. Brick kiln, and I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Shoot, I already forgot what this one was gonna be. I have to do that one later. I already forgot.
Hey, so you already off, bro.
Really? Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Really? There you go. I'm already wrong. This is not bourbon barrel. Wow. All right, cool, cool. I was gonna say that one's gonna be huh.
Huh?
I'm gonna say after that one's gonna be huh. Maybe not. That is a barley wine. Who knows?
Huh?
Man, I'm fucking myself over on the very first one.
Which one do you think does to it? That's the only two you try, right?
This one, maybe the whirly gig. Can't tell me. Man, really? Pockets of sun? I'm all over the place.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
I said it did have a hint of wheat. Oh, man, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Live on camera, I'm
direct
fucking up.
answer for this one.
All wheat.
Give me the direct answer for this
I was going to say bourbon. If not, then I don't know. If not, I have no clue. But don't tell me then. Don't tell me because I'm still live right now. We gotta keep going, man. I can't. I'm failing on my very first video. So we're gonna move on down. Apparently, what I just drank was not the bourbon barrel, which makes me think. But the first was a pawpaw wheat. Um, I could see that it was so smooth, but like it comes out with that. It's so fruity. It's so sweet and tart. It doesn't really taste like a wheat. It's very smooth on the back palate. I'm talking about the first one I had. But the second one can't be the sizing. I'm guessing the one I'm about to drink is the pockets of sun, but apparently I can't judge my drinks by the color. Usually you can in most cases, especially with the palette I have here. It's a barley wine for sure. Wow, is that the brick kiln? There's not too much information on these beers. Um, this would certainly remind me of a barley wine. Very sweet, very grapey, extremely green and red grapey. It's almost like a mixture, um, like the sweetness and tartness of a green, and then the flavor of the red. Um, wow, very tart. Very sweet. Cranberries all over the place. It's pretty solid for like a barley wine. I'm guessing probably paired really well with a great dinner. This is literally if you like the flavors of wine but always like a little more of a kick, like my version of a good wine is a sour ale sizings. Um, just because I like that sweet tartness with it. I'm really digging this. This one's actually pretty good. It's very fruity. Yes, it is. Um, but it would be paired up with a really good meal. Salad, same way. You could even go on the verge of doing like a tenderloin with vegetables on the side, maybe like a sweet potato almost, sort of meal. This is really delicious. That's good. Sweet as hell, but wow, that's good. The thing is, I don't know whether it's a barley wine or the start for the sizing. It's not. It's not harsh on the way down. It's very smooth, but tart and sweet, crisp on the tongue. Can't really smell much when you smell it. And you can smell the grape, but it's not really overpacking. It's not overly demanding. Howling. Well, shouldn't have done this double blind placebo crap. It's okay. We got our last one, and we're going to go ahead and finish it off. I'm going to try and make this under 20. Who wants to watch a 20-minute video of some dude drinking? It's got to be the bourbon. Who the heck? That almost smells right below. This is like a bourbon stout mix. And I know it kind of looks that way, but if this one isn't the bourbon, I don't know what the heck it could be. It's a sun. No. I think I got this one. We really gig. We're in killing right here. Yeah. It's a lot more bourbony. How did they make? So, yeah, that's definitely going to be the Brick Kiln. So, very bourbon-like. Very bourbon-like. This guy got me. So, here's what we're going to say. You got your pawpaw. We got our pawpaw wheat, which was the first drink we had. Second one is going to have to be our whirligig. Our third will be the Pockets of Sun, and then our Brick Kiln. So extremely bourbony. I don't know how they packed a nice little hint of bourbon. It could have just been because I knew the names ahead of time and I was second guessing myself and whatnot. But certainly a solid evening beer for me. So it's definitely a slower drink for me. It's still smooth, very smooth on the way down, like into vanilla and nutmeg. Um, Bourbon all around. It's still very smooth, like in a hint of like I want to say sweetness, but there's still a hint of nice zest on the very tip of the tongue, just very early on. And everything's just taking over like a flavor of bourbon and nutmeg. Fig in there, that sort of deal. Tasty, probably not my favoriteest Probably not my favoriteest bourbon, but still pretty good. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think we're gonna offer it up. Say as soon as we get our gentleman over here one more time, we'll go ahead and see if our answers are right. But yeah, very slick. I like the complexity of each. It's a good mixture. A lot of fruit. A lot of fruit with the mixture. The bourbon barrel kind of finished it off with a nice, smooth, mellow, robust kick in the end. God, personal favorite. I am such a fruitcake, so I love tart and sour. I got onto it kind of recently. I'm ready for you, brother. Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've been a tart sweet fellow for a minute. It happened kind of recently, but yeah, you kind of got me. This one, having this one second. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this over here. Having this one second kind of threw me off because it has like that bourbon barrel flavor, like a hint. It's like there. Since I knew the names, I was like, maybe this one's this. So yeah, we got the pawpaw wheat. You got the whirligig. You got the pockets, and you got your brick kiln. Am I way off? You smile like I'm way the heck off. Am I that far off?
I don't say one more time.
Pawpaw wheat,
Okay.
whirligig, pockets of sun, and kiln. Good lord, man. So yeah, it was
You 1 out of 4, man.
terrible. Those are those though, right? Is it no?
Nah, man. So I was gonna say you 1 out of 4.
Oh
You
my
got-
god,
you
my
got the
whole
brick
channel
hill,
is
right?
right. That's gotta be it. Are you serious?
You got the brick hill, right? That's brick hill.
I'm a failure. Hey, you can never learn from. You gotta learn from failure, right?
You gotta learn.
Are you
gotta learn from
serious?
failure. Yes, sir.
I'm
So,
all kidding up on myself. All right, there's gotta be the kiln.
That's the brick hill.
Yeah. All right. So
Yes,
kiln's
you
back.
said this was.
I thought that was
Whirligig?
the wheat. That was. I thought we already had that. That was the pawpaw wheat.
You done it right there. This is actually pocket
Yes.
of sunlight, man.
That's a sizen.
Yeah.
Pockets of sunlight, fellas. Man, am I fucking blown away right now. So this is. I mean, okay.
That's the lightest, so you know, pocket of sunlight.
Oh yeah, there's the pockets of sunlight. It's the lightest beer, I guess so. I mean, sure. No reason for this on being a sizen, right?
Right. So,
I mean, yeah, it's so barley wine.
nah, that's actually
No,
whirligig.
no, that's not.
Barley wine is a brick
Yeah,
hill.
my bad.
This
I
is
mean,
the
it's-
whirligig right here, man. The whirligig. This is the urban artifacts whirligig. Yeah, man.
This is the worst way to start an introduction. I swear to God, Greg. I've been practicing this shit for like how long now?
Right.
This is the worst way to start. One more time. So sunlight, pawpaw,
Yeah, that's pawpaw.
and whirligig. So
Yeah.
holy criminy.
What was your favorite, man?
Like, all right, so I told the people that I don't talk to at all because nobody really watches.
Okay.
I'm like, I get on this sour sweet kick, and I've been on it for a while because I love cooking and whatnot. So when I cook a good meal, I want a good flavor. Granted, all these are good, but I mean, if I have like, I'm in salad mode now, so I'll have like a really dank dark salad with like some sort of meat, and I'll just have so much stuff in it. It's like, honestly, I would have to say, bourbon barrels are usually good with me. They're still kind of smooth. It wasn't really as much of a kick as I expected or wanted. But it's like a barley wine, right?
Good
So, I
aftertaste.
mean,
I like the good aftertaste.
as far as like a wine bourbon would go, that's not too bad. I think I liked this one over it, even though it was like smoother. I think I like this one a little bit over. Thank you. They're pretty good. I'm gonna have to say though, go with the squeaky tooth. I'm gonna have to go with the squeaky tooth. And as far as just do like yeah, take your time. You're good because obviously I'm still working. So yeah, I'll probably just do a squeaky tooth anyway. Squeaky tooth is just too good. I mean, that's just like didn't have a whole beer in October. I feel like I gotta celebrate. So we're gonna celebrate with the shebang of Fathead Squeaky Tooth beer. Probably one of my personal favorites, especially on the holiday of Halloween, whatever that means. But yeah, it was pretty solid. As you can see, I don't know jack shit about beer. I like to think I do. I just like to taste it. I just like to drink it, and let's talk about it. Obviously, my descriptions aren't really great. Obviously, you guys can't Probably not to learn. You probably didn't learn too much, obviously, since I got all those wrong. One more time. We got the Brick Kiln, Jackie O's Brick Kiln Bourbon Barrel. We have our, oh my goodness. We have our Pockets of Sunlight, which is a Sizen. That's what kind of threw me off. The Sizens that I know are always a little bit darker, red, and colorful. You know, I would have figured this to be a really light wheat beer. So just goes to show, never go off of what you see. So yeah, there's your Pawpaw wheat. Oh my goodness. There's your Sunlight. Here's your Pawpaw wheat. That you rarely get. Yeah, pretty sure. That's how it is, folks. And that's the very first episode of the Whiz Beer Review articles. Coming at straight at you. Drink responsibly and drink expressively. Peace out from the Whiz.